Man, are these things getting hard to find at a decent price. But stay tuned, everybody, because I got a package in the mail today. It's fractional gold time. Hey YouTube, and welcome back to another gold unboxing with the Florida Stacker. So these things are really getting hard to find, aren't they? I've been looking all over online at the various bullion houses trying to find the best deals on fractional gold so I can keep stacking gold at these higher prices. Fortunately, I was able to find this deal here, and I'll go ahead and grab the receipt on none other than same place as last time I got Frac Gold, Amazon.com. And I paid $210 for this 2019 1/10 ounce fractional gold American Eagle. It came from Universal Coin and Bullion. Good news is that I used my Amazon Prime 5% cashback credit card, paid that off immediately, so my actual purchase price came to $199.50. All right, so here it is. The order was placed on July 1st and arrived today, July 13th. Let's get it open. All right, this should be quite a bit better. So there you go. 2019 1/10 ounce gold American Eagle. The fractional gold coins here in the United States, they hit the online bullion houses websites and they don't last long. It is getting much more difficult to locate the smaller sized 1/20th, 1/10th, even smaller 1/25th ounce size coins. It seems if you're going to go for the smaller fractional gold pieces right now, there is not much of a shortage of the 1 gram bars. Of course, you're going to pay a much higher premium to accumulate the smaller 1 gram sizes. I hope it doesn't come to that because things, as far as price-wise, continue to rise. So the old don't buy fractional, you're just going to lose your money argument, well, it's continually being, how should I say, disproven. The fractional gold coins just keep going up and their premiums offset, on the selling side, any potential losses if spot were to drop back, $20, $30, which I don't think it's going to do. Maybe temporarily, but we did see silver today. Silver was over $19. The silver American Eagles are now back over $26 an ounce, pretty much everywhere you look, especially the 2020s, even though I don't know if you've noticed, but I have, that the price difference, that is the asking price for a random date silver American Eagle, is not much less than the 2020 silver American Eagle. So it seems to me that there is potentially a more difficult time right now sourcing from the secondary market. That is, the big bullion dealers are probably having more difficulty locating quality bullion on the secondary market, and therefore they're relying more on what the U.S. Mint provides. Of course, these dealers get an allocation. They get an allocation of all of this 2020 bullion. Most of this here in front of you, a lot of it at least, is 2020. And sometimes they oversell that allocation, and then they reach out to their competitors. They reach out to distributors, other people that are authorized recipients from the U.S. Mint, and they can also make deals on purchasing more 2020 product. That way, of course, this comes at a premium to them on top of the already raised premium by the U.S. Mint. It's no longer the $2 per silver eagle. So all in all, those prices, of course, they get passed on to the consumer. Then a lot of these dealers, of course, offer free shipping at $99. That's about $5 plus, they have to pay employees and stuff like that. So the premiums are just probably not going to go away, folks. It's just not looking that way in all conversations that I'm having. Now, what is changing is the gold to silver ratio. So I got a tube here. It's a Britannia tube, and I really like the Britannia tubes over here. Let me show you. You see this? This here is a fractional 1/10 ounce tube for the American Gold Eagle from the U.S. Mint, and it's a POS in my opinion. How many fingernails, do you break trying to get these? Sometimes you can get them more easily than others, but why waste your time Unless, of course, you're seriously constrained on space when you can pick up this beautiful one from here. Let's go ahead and slap the lid on from the Royal Mint. These will hold 25, so it's half the capacity, but I really like them. So let's go ahead and get that gold eagle out one more time. And here you go, put it in the tube. So yeah, it'll hold 25 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to stack these fractional gold coins because as I was leading into, the gold to silver ratio is actually in what I should say the most favorable spot that it's been for gold in some time now. I think we were in the 93 to 1 range. You got to remember, not that long ago, we were in the low 120s to 1. Of course, premiums on silver were a little bit higher than they are right now, but this rise in spot has now overcome those premiums that we were paying on the spot price just a month or two ago on silver coins. So gold is definitely becoming more favorable when it comes to value. And when I say value, I have to look at the spot price. Now, there's a lot of people out there that say there are two ratios, and that is true. There's the physical side, right? So what are you going to pay on the spot price plus premium to acquire a physical coin for a gold or silver coin and come up with a different ratio? Now, the issue that I'm sure most of you who do stack both metals have seen, especially with the smaller gold coins, is that the premiums didn't initially run up on them right away, but now they're super jacked up. About the average going price for an American gold eagle in this 1/10 ounce size right now is going to be about $225. That's right, $225 with a spot price in the low 1800s. And that premium, you're going to recoup that too in the secondary market. If you put that on Instagram or any of these Facebook groups, you're probably going to get close to that, maybe 215. So I wouldn't have a whole lot of fear as far as losing premium, especially as spot continues to rise, and all the analysts are saying gold's just going to continue to go up. So there's not much in its way other than a strengthening dollar. So if gold can overcome that and our treasury yields continue to drop, there's just not as much of an incentive for institutional investors to hold their money in treasury yielding bonds or debt. Stumbling on my words here. That really aren't paying them any kind of yield. There's no yield on it, so why not put it in something that is rising in value, like precious metals, namely gold? So there's a lot going for gold right now. However, silver seems to be on a bit of a hot streak. So if you were shopping right now, July 13th, 2020, I would probably advise you, especially if you're stacking more than just silver, to look for the best deals that you can possibly find on fractional gold. The premiums on them are lower when you compare value to value. It's looking more favorable at this time. The only problem, of course, is inventory. That's what we've got to get around. One thing I'd like to note is on OneGold. I was on OneGold this morning, and I saw that Apmex has the 2020 fractional 1/10 ounce Philharmonics on presale. It looks like a ship date of July 24th, and they had them around $207, $208. Now, my local coin shop is buying all sovereign fractional gold coins for the same price right now. There's no difference. It's in such high demand. There's a shortage of fractional gold out there that it doesn't matter if it's a Maple Leaf or a Philharmonic or a Kangaroo or a Britannia. However, online, the Britannias, the Maple Leafs, the Kangaroos, to a little bit lesser extent, but namely the American Gold Eagles they're too high. They're driving the highest premiums. Maples are around 250 on Apmex, the 2020s. Eagles are like 270 on Apmex, but the Philharmonic is 208, 209. So I think that's a great deal if you're a member of OneGold. You might want to look at that one because they won't last long. I don't think they will, at least. And I haven't really seen much else unless you're going to look to the secondary market as far as eBay or maybe some other outlet for picking up these fractional gold coins. Not quite sure what the coin shops are selling them for in your area, but in my area, they just can't get a hold of them. So I really can't relay that price on to you. Real happy, though, to pick up another 10th ounce gold coin. Got these two here in the last 2 to 3 weeks, both from Universal Coin and Bullion. No longer available on Amazon.com, however. That's really unfortunate. I was enjoying this kind of locked-in pricing on fractional gold coins. But I would encourage you to keep stacking. I'm going to go ahead and fill this tube here with, actually it's this tube here, of 25 of these 1/10 ounce gold coins. It'll hold anything that's 16.5 millimeters in diameter. So that's the Britannia. The Maple Leaf is a little smaller. Any of those 10th ounce gold coins will fit in there, but for the best fit, you'd want to stack those gold 1/10 ounce Eagles or Britannias, as they're the same size. All right, everybody, that's it. That concludes this video. Gold is definitely looking good. Silver, let's see what happens. It keeps going up. $20 looks to be on the horizon. We'll see you soon in another unboxing. Until next time.